What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So apparently, just a few days ago, we had, of course, a MAGA supporter. You see the title of the broadcast. We all know it by now. So Tennessee State University kicked these two young men off their campus. One of them was Cam Higsby out there. I think that's his name. But obviously they're associated with Charlie Kirk's organization, and also they're trying to take up the mantle basically of what Charlie Kirk did. So I mean, be honest with you, Myron Gaines does certain things like this also as well, and it's a few others that do this as well. It's not just with Charlie Kirk alone, but Charlie kind of started the whole situation. But so they went to a HBCU, and apparently, in today's society, black people are still, I don't know the mind frame. I don't get it. I'm not that type of black person. I can't sit down and have a debate or talk to anybody. I don't care what you believe, whatever it is. But it ended up very stupidly. So we're going to dive off into this. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
We had a group of people come and start to heckle us.
Why even provoke on our campus?
New tonight, chaos here at the Tennessee State University campus after a debate group visits the campus wearing MAGA hats and carrying signs against DEI and illegal immigration.
Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar joining us from TSU tonight after speaking with both students and that debate group.
Most students I spoke with are calling the conservative group who showed up here at TSU hateful. That group tells me they were just trying to have civil discourse with the students and are accusing those who push back of inciting violence. Video shows spirited Tennessee State University students gathered around the Fearless Debates group. David Kate is a
Spirited? Okay.
co-founder.
We went from a peaceful conversation with students to quite literally a mob inciting violence against us.
He tells me they are trying to encourage debate on the heels of Charlie Kirk's murder. The signs the group brought read, "DEI should be illegal and deport all illegals now. Let's talk." TSU senior Layla Johnson was there when it all went down on Tuesday. What did you think about the group coming onto this campus with those signs?
I just feel like it was unnecessary. Like, why would you come to a HBCU with all that commotion knowing that we're going to say something about it? Like, they're just like insane.
Why did your group pick a historically black college to have this conversation?
Is there a reason why we shouldn't go to historically black colleges to have these conversations? We're not limiting who we want to go speak to based off their race, based off their gender.
The university is calling the group's actions hostile and saying TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner.
Take a look at our last first six stops. We have not had an issue like this whatsoever.
Layla believes they were not there for debate, but to provoke students.
I don't agree with it. Like, it's just nonsense.
All we did was set up the table.
The university says a group was escorted from campus. Kate denies that. He instead says they were taken away for safety. TSU adds they were not authorized on campus. Are you guys going to continue to just show up to public universities if they don't answer?
Absolutely. It's our free speech. These campuses have a free speech area. They're public universities.
The university declined to comment further, but the NAACP came out in support of the students. Reporting in Nashville.
Yeah, the NAACP is always coming. The NAACP ain't been the same in decades, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no love for them cats. You know what I'm saying? Them fat cats. It is what it is with them. But, so we're going to keep going. And I want to show this part here where they were having a debate with one solo black young man. And, from what I saw, the debate was going pretty decent. Of course he didn't agree with them, but they had their points, he had his points, and it was a whole civilized conversation until the bat showed up. It was a whole civilized conversation until the bat showed up. Let's go here now.
What part of our systems is for people of color?
All of it. The entire system is for everybody. Anybody who's an American citizen.
So you feel like there's nothing. So you feel like everybody is equal.
Yeah.
And
I mean, everybody's equal in their rights, but not everybody's obviously equal in their, what they have. Like, I grew up in a double wide trailer. He grew up in Boca Raton. So, we didn't grow up equal. We're both white. I mean, he's a Jew, so that's probably why he grew up in Boca Raton. But so we're not equal in what we possess as we start always, but we are equal in what we're allowed to do, our opportunity.
Can I ask you, do you think that there's any law that allows me to do something that you can't do, for example?
I don't think there's any laws that say that you can do something that I can't. But then again, this system can't be ignored. Like, we can't just say it does not exist, because there are countless examples of it existing.
So, okay, we about to get back to it right now.
What you're talking about. So what's wrong with the system that allows, I guess, racism to be systemic or institutionalized?
I mean, I would argue the opposite. Like, again, we have civil rights acts on top of civil rights acts, in addition to the 14th Amendment's equal protection clause. 14th Amendment being written for the sole purpose of expanding and equalizing the rights of white people and black people. And furthermore, the 14th Amendment equal protection clause echoes exactly what, like, the Civil Rights Act says, right? You cannot be discriminated based on your inalienable characteristics, like your race, your sex, your sexuality, etc.
But even though we have these laws, that doesn't stop it from happening. We still know that.
You're right. Racism does happen still, even though there are laws that ban it. And I think that those laws are oftentimes used to enforce a culture of anti-racism in the United States. We actually cancel people for being racist all the time. But we have in the system, as far as the system goes, you can't stop people from being racist on an individual level, unfortunately.
Right. And see, this is the issue that definitely in the black community, a lot of these, and of course, these are super young black folks here. Super young black folks. They never had any real struggle a day in their life. And I'm talking about some real struggle out here.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
The most these people probably finna struggle is paying them damn student loans back. That's going to be the biggest struggle that they probably going to ever have in their life. They never had to get nothing out the mud. They never went through anything. They probably never been in the streets at all, And I'm not saying that that's a good thing to be in the streets and shit like that. But listen, look, in my era, I'm 42. So, in my era, man, things were just different. You know what I'm saying? We had to get out there and be men. College just wasn't super available for every damn body. And be honest with you, I don't think everybody need to go to college. Some people need to take up trade. Some people need to actually do tangible things that keep their head to the ground. All this college experience ain't nothing but a trap for most of these people that are mentally unstable anyway, and sitting around here getting indoctrinated by a bunch of bullshit. This is crazy right here.
It happens in every country, on every continent, all around the world, and it has since the beginning of time. But what you can do is make it illegal to institutionalize it by saying, you can't allow you have to allow everybody to eat at your restaurant. You can't not admit people based on their color. You can't prioritize people based on their color, etc. And I would say that I would say getting rid of DEI works towards that objective.
So y'all had say make America great again. How do y'all feel that America is not great, and how do y'all feel that America can be great again? And when was it great?
Yeah, I would say that the most recent example of America being great was the first term of Donald Trump. And then we had 4 years of Joe Biden in chaos, and then Trump is president again. So this was his campaign hat for his, lead up to his second term.
So I guess we about to see the ninja star walking in out here. Here we go.
Come on, really? Seriously? Yo.
Oh, you better not, Blake! You better not!
Okay.
Oh, look at the little tough dude right there. Oh, he got his shirt off. Oh, look at him with his long flowing hair. Looking like his mama.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Boy, I tell you, this is crazy out here.
Guys, we're literally just here to have civil discussions. Bring the sign back.
This is wild. Okay, whoa. Okay, hold on. Hold on here. What is this? Oh, this idiot got a screw. What does he need with a screwdriver? What does he need with a screw? I guarantee you, this young man can't even change a fucking tire.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
This idiot right here barely could probably change his drawers. What do you need with a screwdriver? What you gonna screw together, son? Like, come on now. Let's just make this make sense. What the fuck is he gonna screw together? His brain? Hopefully he does. This is crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? You got all these black people out here looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of black folks looking like this. You know, and yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying? Listen, look, we want to sit here and say all this. We have all these racial issues in America and stuff like that. Okay, I'm not saying that certain things don't happen and certain people aren't racist. Let's keep this honest. Even the guy said itself, it's kind of hard to stop individual people from being racist. Racism has been going on since damn near the beginning of time. This is what it is. But it's up to you to not present yourself as an idiot and try to move in the circles that you need to move in order to avoid the most ignorant of racist people and try to be in the light of the people that are not racist. But this right here is not what's going on. I'm tired of black folks out here, you know what I'm saying, complaining about one thing, but at the same time, though, too, you don't want to actually have a sit down with anybody and figure out any damn problem.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
It's ridiculous. And you know I'm telling the fucking truth. That's the only way it's going to get solved, if black people sit down and actually start having good debates and talk about stuff. But these young people here, man, they can, man, definitely in the black community, bro, we got a huge issue. Black folks don't even want to hear from other black people when we telling their dumb asses the truth out here. And that's a huge issue. That's a huge issue. And you know it's the fucking truth. This is crazy, bro. You know, to act this way in public. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this. Just look at this craziness here. Let's go here now.
A clash on campus sparking a debate about the First Amendment. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Members of Fearless Debate say they were just trying to create conversation and discourse on Tennessee State University's grounds.
But the NAACP's Nashville chapter says the group came to campus with rhetoric aimed at provoking and demeaning students. News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell tells us how the fallout is having a big impact.
Because this incident has gone viral, it's sparking strong responses from not only students, also alumni, advocacy groups, and beyond. The group behind the Fearless Tour, a grassroots organization inspired by the late Charlie Kirk, says it's bringing honest conversation and open debate back to America's college campuses.
Now, I do want to send a shout out to this young black man right here. He even, you know, with the disagreement, and yes, he had his own points. He's had his own view of life and stuff like that, but he wasn't outrageous. He wasn't going to sit there and do a bunch of dumb shit, destroying signs and stuff like that. Shout out to this young man. I hope whoever in the future, I hope he makes it. I really hope he gets the best job that he could get, or career, whatever he going to do with his life. Seriously.
And I would say getting rid of DEI works towards that objective.
On Tuesday, the conservative commentators entered Tennessee State University, a historically black college without permission, according to officials, bringing a table, microphone, and inflammatory signs, sparking outrage from students. Campus police and staff responded, removing them from the property.
You know, in a university, I think particularly in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk, there are some genuine security issues, not just for people on campus, but for people who might be coming in.
TSU says students conducted themselves professionally and respectfully. Social media posts from the group show students shouting, filming, and following.
I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Where's the where's the debate happening? Where's the calmness that needs to be had to hear another person's side? I thought that's what we were supposed to be doing. You know, and it seems to me that in my culture, well, in my people, basically, you know, don't want to hear any sides of any other thing than what they think that they're right about, even if it's coming from their own people. And I'm gonna stress that to the fact, because it ain't just, this situation ain't just is what it is right here. Black people don't want to hear the truth from other black people.
What the French toast is there to think
They don't
about?
even want to hear it from us. And they'll sit there being these damn delusions all day, like life cream pies and ice cream. And this is crazy out here. Walking around being stupid. A college is supposed to be for open debates and a lot of other things. Good education, not craziness. This is wild right here. And this is sad to see my people out here acting stupid. They didn't have to do all this. You know what I'm saying? A good debate would have happened. I guarantee somebody there probably would have proved some points and stuff like that. That probably would have been able for everybody to listen to and been more applicable for everybody to understand too. This is, man, come on, babe. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Them as they were escorted away. John Vile, a contributor to MTSU's First Amendment Encyclopedia, says TSU had the right to remove the group under its policy requiring advance approval for demonstrations.
You know, what TSU has done, as far as I can tell, is perfectly legitimate. There are different rules for different places.
But the NAACP national chapter goes further, saying this was not just political expression, but an intentional effort to antagonize, disrupt, and instill fear in a space meant to be safe and supportive for Black students. They added, "We are both infuriated and alarmed that groups like Fearless Debates are targeting HBCUs in 2025 with rhetoric that echoes a long history of exclusion, racism, and systemic oppression."
Rhetoric that includes a long history of division. They asked questions. How is asking questions dividing anybody? But see, though, don't nobody want to hear that. And they're sitting around here, you know what I'm saying, got these young people's minds so warped in these colleges and things like that, teaching them all types of dumb crap. That's the reason why they get out here in society, and then, you know, shit hits the fan and they figure out, oh, it ain't what we was taught in college. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? This is crazy.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Yeah. Because in the real world, this shit don't work like that. Everybody got different opinions. We need to actually have good dialogue, you know, and it's crazy, but you know what I'm saying? This is the truth. We as Black people need to start actually having good debates and breaking and opening ourselves up to other opinions from everybody else. You know, all this closed off shit, this ain't getting us nowhere. As a culture, as Black people, this ain't getting us nowhere. We still fucked up in the mind. A lot of us still acting crazy out here, acting wild. I'm talking about, it was nothing civil about this situation. You know, you can sit there and say all day that the white guys were trying to start this and try to start that. You got 2 white guys and thousands of Black kids. Who they gonna start something with?
TSU representatives say they are reviewing all video footage to determine how the individuals gained access to the campus. In Nashville, Aaron Cantrell, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Aaron. Meantime, Congressman Andy Ogles is chiming in on what unfolded on TSU's campus, posting on X, quote, "Why is TSU not condemning this attack on Cam Higbee?" That is one of the members of Fearless Debates. Ogles added, quote, "If rigorous debate can't happen on college campuses, why are we funding them?"
Damn. Hey, look, you know, it's just life though. But I definitely do not agree with the whole way this went down for my people. They showed their asses, and be honest with you though, our people come from a stock to where we didn't show our asses. Now, you can go to the 60s, all the stuff like that beyond, through all the real racism and adversity that our ancestors went through, they still kept their decorum. They still kept their, moral stance. That's the reason why they won the fight. Nowadays, we can't win any damn thing because our young people are out here, they're running off with signs, looking stupid, out here, puffing up their little they little chests and shit. I wish you would. I wish you would. Boy, go sit down with your mama's hair. Go sit down with your mamas wearing long ass hair. These grown ass boys wearing hair longer than their mothers out here because half their mothers wear wigs. And if you look up under that wig, that shit short, that shit probably matted up. This is crazy out here. Man, the black community is done like a motherfucker, bro. If this is gonna keep going down right here, we can't have debates. Whether it's white people that show up to the HBCUs or black folks that show up to the HBCUs with a different opinion. The black people, man, are just losing it. And this is sad to see. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.